Razzaman from FightHype.com with me finally. I've got captured the most wanted man in the room probably.
Maybe. Outside the two heavyweights, maybe.
Well, certainly the most wanted promoter in the UK.
Yeah. Most wanted promoter in the room.
Eddie Hearn, how are we doing, sir?
Doing good, mate. Really excited, really excited.
We're obviously here for the press conference today with Martin and Joshua. Normal routine today?
Well, normal routine other than it's heavyweight championship of the world. You know, it's big. You know, it's a big moment for all of us. Of course, you've got probably the hottest commodity in British boxing challenging for the World Heavyweight Championship. You know, we're promoting the World Heavyweight Championship. That's quite unusual, but it feels like, you know, we've got to get the job done. We've got to win. We've got to win the fight, and it's a great fight. I think it's probably one of the best heavyweight fights that can be made right now, style-wise. You've got two guys. One's 23-0, one's 15-0. I think they've got a 94% knockout percentage between them. They both have no fear, no regard, really, for the other man. It's not as if it's like, yeah, I respect his power, yeah, it's like, no, I don't care about his power. I'm going to knock him out. You know, and that's why it's so exciting, that's why it's capturing the imagination. And Saturday's going to be huge.
You've mentioned it a couple of times. Obviously, you presented the fight to Anthony. A lot of people are sceptical about, is this fight too early for Anthony? You know, 15 fights. He's just come off a win with Dylan in December. Is he ready for a world title fight?
It's definitely earlier than we anticipated. I would have liked another 2 or 3 fights, but sometimes you have to look at the individual opportunities and assess whether the timing's right. You know, I said in that press conference that don't wait for the perfect moment, take the moment and make it perfect. And that's a bit cheesy, but it's kind of right, you know. So is it the perfect moment? No, probably not. You know, we would have liked another couple of fights, but are we going to get a shot at someone like Charles Martin for the World Heavyweight title again? Probably not. So all things considered, can you beat Charles Martin? If the answer is yes, I think we can, you have to take this fight. And that's what he's chose to do. He's the one really that has said, no, I beat Charles Martin, I'm going to fight him. You know, we all sort of said, we think you should take it, but you've got to be the man to really, you know, the buck stops with you. You can't turn around after the fight and say, well, bloody hell, Eddie, my training team, you said I'd win that. We believe you will, but you've got to do it, so you've got to be comfortable with the decision. Yeah, I'm fighting him. He was the one for, you know, at the very beginning that said 100%. So, you know.
You mentioned that the fight was earlier than you anticipated. Are you nervous as a promoter?
Very nervous, yeah, very nervous. I mean, I'm always nervous when any of our guys are in big fights. But this, of course, is huge. And also, you've got someone that's, you know, who's plodding along very nicely. Just did over 400,000 buys on pay-per-view against Dillian Whyte. Just sells out the arena like that. So why gamble at this stage? You know, and that's I think where people are saying, you know, is it too early? You know, it is too early. But we think we can win. And I think Anthony should be applauded for that. Rather than going, no, give me another couple of easy touches and then we'll fight him next year. No one wants to see that, do they? People want to see it now. So he's giving them what they want.
You obviously think he's a massive fan pleaser. He did over 400,000 buys with against Dillian Whyte. Expecting numbers for pay-per-view estimation, double?
Be nice. I think between 600 and 1 million. Who knows? I mean, it's like, you know, Dillian Whyte was a real slow burner. You know, we thought that would do 250, maybe 300, and then bang on the night. And I think you'll get a similar kind of thing here. But that was for the British title. This is for the world title. And this is an Olympic champion looking to become world champion in the heavyweight division. I mean, this is a where were you when moment. You know, where were you when England won the World Cup in 1966? Where were you when Anthony Joshua won the World Heavyweight title? You know, and those kind of nights, people want to see and they want to be a part of. And it's an intriguing fight. It's a good fight. You know, it's not like, you know, he's going to go in there and just blast him over in a round. And this is anything could happen. 2 undefeated 18-stone men who can really punch. It's going to be, you know, edge of your seat stuff.
Hoping that Anthony does come through this. The definition, the difference between where he's been fighting and the next level above, there isn't really a middle ground. It's always been the British level, Commonwealth level, and then there's not really a European level. It's more straight to
yeah, but there's not many above that level, is there? You know, like Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder, Povetkin, maybe Hay, but again, he ain't got a belt. So there's not, you know, I think this is the level below those guys, just. But we don't know how good Charles Martin is. Charles Martin might be sensational. Charles Martin might win on Saturday, and then he might go on and beat them all. And we're just unlucky. But we feel like it's the right time to fight him. And, I think I won't worry about what happens when we win, because we'll take the right fights. But I think once you beat Charles Martin, those other fights that I just mentioned are just national progressions.
Also on the undercard, you've got George Groves back on your undercard against David Brophy. That super middleweight division, especially after last week.
That's a tough fight, I think if Brophy can get through the early part of the fight, I think he's got a chance in that fight. Lee Selby's fighting Eric Hunter, which is a great fight. McDonald defended his world bantamweight title. Macklin Rose is just a brilliant fight. O'Hara Davis, Nigel Benn's son Connor making his debut as well. So it's a packed card, and we didn't have to put on a card like that, but Anthony wants to, and we're going to be around for a long time with Anthony. It's not a case of, if he was 40 years old and this was his last ever professional fight, he'd probably say, just stick a couple of fights on. But he wants to give value for money, and we're going to be doing this for a long time.